Hello, welcome back. How are you doing today? Today we are going to be doing Ryuko's makeup from Kill la Kill. Probably said her name wrong since I pronounce almost everything wrong. But yeah, I did primer off camera and we're going in with foundation. Foundation for a moment, something I'd like to say. I do face tape. I only do my jawline to give my face more structure. This is something that I know is common in the cosplay community. It is not something you need to do or have to do, but if it is something you want to do, please do your research on it and everything else and make sure you are doing it safely if you choose to do it. Also, don't tape your eyes back, anything like that of the sort. It's race facing, it's yellow facing, whatever you want to call it. Please do your research on it before doing it. Just so y'all know. I don't want anyone to get hurt from me doing it or anything of the sort, so I will leave links below to other people that have face taping tutorials or like just good information about it, better than what I can give you all. But yeah, back to what we're doing, because now I'm rambling. And now that I'm done rambling, I did my concealer. I'm letting that sit for a bit before blending it out, my eyeshadow base, and then Tangy, he decided to leave the chat, so now we're on to blending it out. And sorry for that last bit if I sounded very angry or upset or came across in a mean way. I just wanted to be serious for a moment because that stuff is serious and can be really serious, so I just wanted to put that out there. We are on to setting the concealer and our eyeshadow primer. I do hope you all do enjoy seeing my cats go in and out in the background, because there are sometimes, like this instance, I didn't know Birdo was behind me or in frame at all. Until I was editing this, I was like, oh, hello! And then we're going on to contouring. And then for some reason why I showed all the areas where I was going to contour, minus the under parts of my lips. I do like the brush that came in this one, and I do actually need to buy a new one because it's very pan-ish showing, if you will. Also, I really don't know what Birdo was doing, but he sat there for a good minute, and I was just like, where'd he go? And then he ran off and wandered off to do whatever chaotic mess he wanted to do. Basically, I wanted to say thank you all that have been supporting me so far and supporting me just overall starting YouTube. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time and just kind of said I'm gonna do it this past month. I don't know that much about video editing and just recording myself in general, so I really appreciated that people are watching me at this weird beginning stage, I guess to call it, of me trying to figure out what I'm doing and everything. I do want to make more content outside of just makeup in the future, but that'll be for once I get a better mic and just overall idea of how to record myself. And now we're on to eyeshadow. I'm using the Venus Fling eyeshadow palette from Estate Cosmetics. I either said one of them right or both wrong. But I started off using the Tan Lines shadow and Toasty shadow on my outer crease. And then I did Bonfire on my inner crease. And then my whole lid and part of my inner corner I did Ocean Ave. And then my lower lash line I used Rose Tattoo. One thing I will say, I do like this palette a lot. It is significantly bigger than what I thought it would be, because I genuinely thought it would be like the same size as like a Colourpop palette, but it's like twice the size of that. Like I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is bigger than my hands. But it's a very nice palette, and it has a very big mirror in it, and I love when eyeshadow palettes have mirrors in them, because then I don't have to scramble around looking for a mirror. Hello, I got a moment to ramble, but I'm going to be transparent. The amount of times I've tried recording and like different ways of me to try to talk about this has been a mess. So I'm really hoping this makes sense. But for you as a viewer, someone that is watching me right now, would you be interested in me making some sort of video on talking about just like basic cosplay products to get and just overall like good things to start off with if you're just starting cosplay? Especially like makeup for cosplay? Would that be something you would be interested in? Like, would it be a good useful resource for you in the future whenever I do it? But if it's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments, or if you know someone that would be interested in it, or at least interested in what my opinion would be on just like basic cosplay makeup starting products, let me know in the comments. It's something I want to do, and I want to see if there's other people that would be interested in it, because you know, any form of like good useful information is always good. So yeah, you interested in it, let me know. I'm rambling, sorry. Hopefully this makes sense. Okay, back to eyeshadow. And now we are moving on to blush. I'm actually starting to figure out on how to get the camera to focus on the products I'm showing. Not all the time it works depending on the packaging, but it's working. What I do for blush normally is I do the high points of my cheeks and sometimes like about the apple-ish area. And then I usually do the under part of my nose, sometimes a little bit on the tip and the bridge depending, and then my chin, and then sometimes on my lips depending on the lipstick and the look I'm going for, because it helps soften up the lipstick usually, depending on the lipstick especially. That's just what I normally preferentially do. For this one I didn't do a heavy like blush look. I usually love just smacking on blush because I just love blush. It's very cute. It improves everything. And now we're on to eyebrows. As a reminder, I do shave mine off, so if you do have eyebrow hairs, I'm probably not that much of a help for doing eyebrows for. But if you don't have eyebrows, or like, you know, you shave them off too, I might be helpful for that. But I would like to say, I don't know what went wrong with my eyebrows today. I couldn't get them to like match at all. I got to the point of like, after I did one time of like wiping it off with a wet Q-tip, I couldn't get it, and I was just like, you know what, they're not gonna match, that's fine. I'm wearing a wig anyway, so it covers them up for the most part. But yeah, here's me struggling with my eyebrows for once. Listen, I know it's kind of gross, just, you know, wetting a Q-tip with your saliva to help fix your mistakes. But hey, it works. They just go back in with the beauty blender, some concealer, retouch it up, it usually fixes itself. But you know, some reason why today was not the day for me to fix it. And now I'm going in with the same concealer as before with a small brush and just touching on my eyebrows, cleaning them up a bit, getting them a little bit sharper than what they were. And now we're going in and filling in our waterline with just black eyeliner. And next we are moving on to liquid eyeliner. I'm using the Breakup Proof eyeliner from Wet n Wild. Well, I will be honest, when I went to do my left eye, when I did that part that I just did, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna mess this up, and I kinda did. They aren't even at all, but as soon as my eyelid closes anyways, you won't be able to see that line too much, but that's okay. And then we're gonna be moving on to my favorite part, which is basically drawing on my lower lashes. And now to give this look a little bit of a pizzazz, but very subtle one, is just going in, making some fake freckles. Weird enough, I do use this the fake, the freckle pen to draw my eyebrows sometimes. Just because it's a nice shade and it does look really good for drawing on eyebrows, but I also don't have eyebrow hair, so I don't know about someone with like actual like eyebrow hairs or not. So I'm sorry. I'm no help with people that actually have eyebrows and don't shave them off. Rambling to myself, I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of self-conscious on like how like beaten up and like dirty looking my makeup is, because just from me constantly like bringing makeup to cons and just traveling and moving it around so much, they just get beaten up. Just look very bad and awful. They're not like dirty, they just like get stains and just they look like I just like threw them against the wall because I just bring them everywhere with me. Also, I love blue highlighter. Also, someday I'll like actually remember what lashes I buy. I usually throw away the package and I usually just keep them all together on what I wear normally. Also, out of curiosity, does anyone else just have trouble putting on one lash but the other lash goes on perfectly fine? Or is it just like a me thing?
Oh, whoops.
Is I did use a different lip stain first, but it was dried out already. Usually when I do ombre lips, I always try using a lip stain because it just lasts longer and you don't have to do as many touch-ups for it. I just felt like leaving in those last audio clips because I was actually talking during those pieces and the audio sounded pretty okay, coming just straight off my camera. But this is a new lip gloss that I just got recently, and I actually dig it. I really like it. The doe foot, I think it's called, on the lip gloss wand. Very funky, you can't really see on the camera, but I really like it. It's very pretty and sparkly, and just the packaging just looks nice. I love how this all turned out. If you want to see how I did the wig, I have it on my TikTok. Remember, subscribe if you want to see more messes from me, and thank you all for watching. See y'all later. Bye-bye!